One last thing. And this goes back to a debate that is going to linger. There was an NFL conference call yesterday aimed at thumping their chest about the ratings and Sunday ticket subscriptions, et cetera. But there were questions about this turf versus grass issue. We kind of got a word salady response from Jeff Miller, the head of PR, which I'll be typing up at some point today and posting at PFT. Here's Robert Saleh from yesterday when asked if he's concerned about the brand new turf with plenty of those toxic little black pellets. They're everywhere. But is he concerned about that turf on the issue of turf versus grass and the incidence of injuries? Here he is.
You know, if it was a non-contact injury, I think that'd be something to discuss, obviously. But that was kind of a forcible. I think that was trauma-induced. I do know the players prefer grass, and you know, there's a lot invested in those young men. So.
Yeah, but not enough, Coach. Not enough.
Right.
There was a point yesterday where Jeff Miller was getting pressed about the whole issue of retrofitting stadiums for soccer with a grass surface, and you could tell he wasn't going near that third rail. He wasn't going to touch that because, yeah, they're not investing enough to properly account for their health, to protect against the possibility that these injuries can happen. And the NFL will take the statistics and twist them whatever way they need to justify the status quo, because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones isn't going to have grass all the time at AT&T Stadium. Stan Kroenke's not going to have grass all the time at SoFi Stadium. It's just not going to happen. The stadiums weren't built to accommodate it, and that's the big failure here. They all should have the tray that slides out, like the Cardinals have and like the Raiders now have. If you have the tray that slides out, you can have your concerts and you can have your grass football field, and everybody's happy. So, and I also quibble with this, because even though there was contact involved, if that foot is stuck and doesn't move while those forces are applied to Aaron Rodgers, that causes the force, you know, to concentrate and pop the Achilles potentially. That foot needs to get out of that turf. Or the foot needs to go into the turf. It's got to go somewhere to alleviate the stress on that area of the body. That's why the players complain about artificial turf versus grass, and that's not going to go anywhere until the owners finally come down from the ivory tower, peel off a few bucks of that giant wad of cash they have, and take care of the players.
You know, Mike, the thing that I think about is like a compromise, because we know that, you know, billionaires and these billionaire owners are not just going to put grass in their stadiums. I mean, like, I think that we can come to that conclusion unless they are absolutely forced to. But what I wish they would do is I wish they just set aside $1 billion. It probably wouldn't even cost that much. But, you know, between all 32 teams, you can get to $1 billion pretty easily and come up with the absolute best artificial turf in the entire world, right? The best turf we've ever known to man that really functions as much like grass as possible. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what that would take, but I feel like it wouldn't take all that much money. And then they can do that and put them in all of these stadiums so that it's uniform, so that it absolutely functions as well as it possibly can. We put a man on the moon, right? We can come up with a really good turf. I feel like that's an investment that they should make and that they should be able to do, because it's got to be a better solution out there than what they've been putting out there.
I was preparing to say, as attribution to Warren Sapp from 20-some years ago, who said exactly that when they were playing on the green cement artificial turf. We can put a man on the moon, but we're playing on this. I'm serious. That's why when you said man on the moon, that's exactly what he said. We can put a man on the moon, but we play on this. Of course, if you believe they put a man on the moon. I mean, you know, that's the original. That's the original sky is not blue, world is not round. They did not put a man on the moon. That one's been around for a while. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.